Good afternoon, boys. Welcome to this year's presentation evening for FC United. I'll start by saying, obviously, a big thank you to you guys, the playing staff. You've been remarkable. You know, I've enjoyed every single time we've come together this season. You know, it means the world to work with you guys. So I just wanted to say a big thank you to you. My second thank you must go to the staff. The way they've rallied around each other this season and you know, taken a lot of the burden away from me. It's a massive thank you, and I couldn't do my job without them. And finally, I just want to say a big thanks to the fans. Your support this season has been incredible. It's been at times, it's been moving. Never forget the games at South Shields and Barrow away. The support has just been it's been amazing. And there's been moments this season that I'll never forget. You know, the Lancaster last minute goal, the winner, when Broadhurst Park just went crazy. The last minute goal against Warrington, this season's draw for all. You know, so many memories. But I just want to say thank you. I know there's a number of awards to give out tonight. We've got the Players Player of the Year, we've got the Sports Player of the Year, we've got the Leading Goal Scorer Award. But I want to just start off before I settle down and enjoy the evening to kick off the Manager's Player of the Year. This could go to a number of people for me. It's been, like I said, it's been a magical season, and so many people have left a real imprint on me this season. But there's one person in particular that I remember signing in pre-season with the majority of the squad. I remember him saying to me that he's not sure about training, etc. His body's, you know, he's had a few injuries for his Achilles, etc. And I said, listen, you're going to have to manage your body. He didn't know about my pre-seasons. He didn't know what I was like really as a manager. So we just had to hit it off and hit that common goal, which was going to be trust. And trust is what he did to me and I did to him. I think he's only missed 2 sessions, even though he has managed his injuries this season. I certainly know that we've missed him tremendously when he's been unavailable or out through injury. He's been a colossal for us this season. He's been an absolute rock, and I know he's certainly become a fan's favourite. And just alluding back to that game against Warrington, if you remember, this guy scored the last minute goal to give us that point. Potsy delivered the ball, and Curtis Jones rose above everybody to snatch that last gasp piece, or that equaliser. So, you know, without further ado, I just want to give my Manager's Player of the season this year to Curtis Jones. And Curtis, obviously, you know, we're not actually there tonight, so I couldn't get my hands on the real trophy. So I've got a Players Player of the Year trophy from 1989-1990 that I won. That's took pride of place on my mantelpiece. So this is to you, Kurt. It's a little bit later on than 89-90, but here you go, and I'll make sure this is in the post for you. So well done, Curtis Jones, and well done to all my playing squad.
Hi guys, hope everyone's well and staying safe. I'd like to start off by thanking the gaffer and the management staff for making the decision to pick me for Manager's Player of this season. This is a big achievement for myself. Obviously, with the current squad that we've got, some of the talent in that dressing room is massive, and to win this award is huge for myself. Secondly, I would like to thank the fans just for being there every single game, home and away. I don't think we would have got half the points that we've got this season if it wasn't for you guys kind of cheering us on. And lastly, the players, some of the memories that we've created this season. Wow, it'll kind of live on for the rest of our lives. So yeah, I hope you have a great night. Have a drink on me, and I'll see you all next season. Thanks a lot.
Hi boys, after announcing the Manager's Player of the Year, it was time to turn our attentions to the Players Player of the Year. And I know you were all voting independently and sending me your votes through. I then needed to send them through to Tim and the club to have them checked and verified. And it was a really close race, to be honest. You know, there was 3 or 4 front runners at the top of it, but like I said, in my Manager's Player of the Year, you know, you've all been exceptional in your own way this season, individually and collectively. But there has to be one, and this year's Players Player of the Year, with a total of 6 votes, goes to our marauding left back, Adam Dodd. So Doddy, congratulations. They say that, you know, this is probably the most prestigious award to win when your teammates are talking about your worth and your value to the team. For me, you've had an incredible season. You know, I look back on the time when you scored 5 goals in 6 games, and you know, everything you hit was going in. And I remember speaking to you after before the Mikolova game and saying I fancied to score today, and you did. And listen, your performances have been great, and you know, credit credit to you for winning this award, and it's thank you to your teammates and lads that are around you. So Donny, well done, boys. Thanks for voting, and take care. Speak to you soon. Ta-ra.
I just want to say thank you to all the lads for receiving the Players Player of the Year award. I've been lucky enough to have been involved in some top dressing rooms throughout my career, and this one's definitely right up there, considering none of us knew each other 9 months ago, ability-wise on the pitch and togetherness off it. Massive credit to the gaffer and the rest of the staff for their recruitment this season. With regards to the situation we're all in, it's still been a successful one, and long may it continue throughout next season. And let's go for another promotion. To everyone connected to the club, stay safe and hope to see you all soon.
The next presentation I would like to give out is the Supporters Player of the Year. For the last 2 weeks, the supporters have been given the opportunity to vote, and what's been really pleasing is that over 400 fans have voted in this year's poll, which is absolutely incredible. So, there was 3 people that came out at the top end. In third place, Luke Griffiths. Your performances have been immaculate this season, and obviously you've caught the fans' eyes with some of your performances. In second place was our captain, Michael Potts. Potsy, I've said that you've gone from strength to strength. I think this is the best I've seen you play this season. I think you're getting better and better. You're coming into the peak and prime of your career. But unfortunately, pal, you've just been pipped. What they do like at FC United is that one person to put the ball in the back of the net. And I think, when you put the ball in the back of the net 36 times over the course of a season, then you're going to put smiles on people's faces. So this year's Supporters Player of the Year goes to our number 9, Tunde Owolabi. Tunde, fantastic. Since the first day I met you, you've been a joy to work with. You've been a pleasure. You always play with a smile on your face. I'll never forget the Morpeth game when you debut. All the paperwork that needed completed leading up to that game. But we got it done, and you scored the goals on your debut, and you went off to a rapturous standing ovation, and then you went from strength to strength. But what really pleased me this season is when you went through a little bit of a dry patch for 7 or 8 games, you didn't lose belief or confidence. Your teammates were rallying around you, and supporters certainly didn't turn either. So Tunde, fantastic. Well done on your award for Supporters Player of the Year. Enjoy it. Thanks, pal.
Hello guys, it's Tunde here. I just wanted to thank everyone who voted for me for the Supporters Player of the Year award. I am absolutely grateful and honoured. I won this award last year with Ratcliffe, and to win it again, this time with FC United, truly feels special. I must add though that the team has had an amazing season. Every player has given 100%, and any one of us could have won this award and would deserve to. I love the boys. I love playing with the boys. I miss them, and I miss you all too. Hopefully we can get back on the pitch doing what we love when it's safe to do so. Please keep safe, and God bless you all.
Final award of the season goes to Goal of the Season. There's been a poll that's been running online, and there was 3 spectacular goals. There was more, and there could have been more. That spring to mind. Charlie Ennis's Thunderbolt against Buxton, Potsy's Rocket against Everton. But the fans decided there was going to be 3, and 3 spectacular goals. The one that, starting with Michael Donoghue's, where Charles played the exquisite pass, 35-yard, and Donna's watched it onto his head and put it back across from where it came from. In second place was Tunde's first goal against Matlock, where he made his way into the opposing box and opened his body up and slid the ball into the corner. But the winning goal and the goal of the season goes to the Supporters Player of the Season, which is Tunde Owolabi. He received the ball for his second goal against Matlock. He brushed aside the defender as though he wasn't there. The ball fell kindly to him, and he absolutely smashed it. if you can remember Tony Yeboah for Leeds, it was Yeboah style that cannoned off the underside of the crossbar and, fizzed into the back of the net, which sent Broadhurst Park rocking. So, Tunde, congratulations, your second award of the season, fully deserved. Well done, pal. Speak to you soon. Bye.
Hello guys, once again. I have just been told that I won the goal of the season as well, and I just wanted to show my appreciation to everyone who voted for me. So thank you all, I appreciate it. I've scored a lot of good goals this season, too many to pick, one that I would say is my favorite. Obviously, the winning goal for the goal of the season is one that I'm proud of because that completed my hat trick on that game, where I've just absolutely tried to hit the ball as much as possible. At training, I always try to go for just pure power, keep it on target, and hope that the ball beats the keeper. And I've tried to implement that in games, and I'm lucky that it has paid dividend. Mickle at home is another one where I've absolutely tried and hit it as hard as possible, and it went in. But I've scored some good goals. The Gainsborough Trinity game as well at home is a goal that I really, really like as well. So yeah, I've scored a lot of good goals this season. But if I had to pick one that I would say really, really means a lot to me and probably would be my favorite, I would probably say Ratcliffe at home on New Year's Day, the third goal. With what was going on during the game, with the abuse and words that were being thrown at me by the Ratcliffe fans, to get that goal and to shut them up really, 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 really was special for me. And for that reason, and because of the way we celebrated, the way the stadium was rocking as well when the third goal went in, I would probably say that is probably the goal that I loved the most from the season.
Listen, I just want to say, firstly, congratulations to all the winners this afternoon, including the Manager's Player of the Year, which was Curtis Jones, the Players Player of the Year, which has gone to Adam Dodd, the Supporters Player of the Year, which has gone to Tunde Owolabi, the Leading Goal Scorer of the Year, which has gone to Tunde Owolabi, and the Radio Player of the Year has gone to Luke Griffith. So, well done to everyone. Doesn't seem like 12 months ago since I stood up here after relegation. That's still, a day goes by that, I don't think about that. So, what I did say is that I was going to do my very best to create a team, to create professionalism, to create a different surrounding than what we were faced with maybe 12 months ago. And like you all know, the season ended, and I got to grips with that straight away. We brought in a brand new squad. Not everyone made it, not everyone made it, and that's what happens when you bring in 25 lads. But a large nucleus of them have done, and they've really bought into what it means to be FC. They've loved the ride. I've loved the ride this season. Unfortunately, due to the pandemic, the season's had to end early, and who knows? Today today was the playoff final day, and we could be stood here celebrating promotion. But I think most importantly is everyone's health and everyone's safe. And we just got to go and do it all again next season, and hopefully get one better than where we was this season. That's got to be our aim, our objective. It was when we set out this season to finish in the top 10 and have 1.5 points per game. And looking back on that, we've smashed that. But that's down to the players. It's down to the players, and it's certainly down to you guys, the fans. I just want to say a big thank you to all the volunteers that do what they do on a weekly basis for this special club. Thank you to the board, and I want to say thank you to my secretary, Viv. She's been incredible to me, and everyone else that's helped me out. Next thank you must go to my staff. My staff have been rocked by me. I've wrote in my my weekly edition at the minute. The biggest sign of the season for me was when I was managed to secure Brian Richardson, and Brian coming on board has certainly helped us as a group. But that's that thanks goes to Chaddy, to Mike, to Chappie, to Matty Clarkson who came in towards the end, to Liv, my physio, but to everybody. It's been incredible, and my final thank you's got to go to my squad of players. I've absolutely loved working with them. Every single training session, every single game. We've had up shifts, we've had downs, but we've got a special group in that dressing room, and I can say now, you know, I've spoken to every single one of them, and bar one, which was Cameron, which we released this week, everyone's agreed to stay. So for me, it's, you know, we're going to get the hard work starts. You know, you never really stop. So we're going to try to secure a few more signings for the start of the season. But rest assured, you know, I want to make an assault on it next season, and that's the pressure I put on myself, and that's not the pressure I'm putting on the squad. But for you, the fans, you know, I hope you've enjoyed the season. Thanks for making it special and memorable. I hope we've given you, you know, good times this season. You know, if you think of the Lancaster last minute winner and the Warrington Town last minute goal, but also when we went to Barrow and South Shields, you know, certain memories that I'll cherish forever and, you know, and remember forever. So thanks for all your support. It means the world to me, it means the world to the squad, it means the world to my staff, and hope everyone has a great summer. Hopefully, you know, we'll get a bit of news that the lockdown is eased on Thursday, but we've got to cross our fingers. But most importantly, stay safe. Thanks to everybody. The Jacket will be back next season. Hope you're back next season, and there'll be 1 or 2 players joining this group, but the group will be back next season as well. All right, take care. See you later, guys.